Hey everyone, I'm Salon Success Coach Christy Valenzuela, owner of Crystal Focus Salon Coaching, co-owner of Summit Salon Business Center, and otherwise known as the Front Desk Doctor. Welcome to Front Desk 101, a three-part mini-series focused for salon owners and salon managers on understanding how to take your front desk to the next level of organization, professionalism, customer care, and sales. Now, this first part is called Front Desk Mission. I'll be focusing on the foundation of the mission of the front desk, how to hire qualified front desk people, how to train them once you hire them, and how to track their progress. Now, keep in mind, this is a salon owner and salon manager perspective. And it really is going to introduce you to the concept of building your front desk by also showcasing why the salon industry is suffering in this area. But don't worry, I will provide a treatment plan and a prescription for action. That's what I do as the front desk doctor. Now, some of you that are listening have purchased our materials before. The Front Desk Doctor Kit for salon owners and managers, the Anatomy of a Great Front Desk video training series developed for your front desk professionals, and also the front desk tracking system. I will be referring to these things throughout this mini series. Now, if you have these things, make sure they're not collecting dust or on the top shelf that you need to reach up and grab. You'll need to get them down and really start using these things to assist you in implementing your plan. For those of you who don't have these tools, let me quickly describe what they are, why you need them, and where to purchase them and use them throughout this series. So first, it's the Front Desk Doctor Kit. This is an 8-chapter manual and an 8-chapter CD set that assists salon owners in understanding the concepts of a front desk profit center, how to hire, train, fire, the goals for the front desk, scripts we should be using inside of customer service, and more. The second product would be the Anatomy of a Great Front Desk. This is a video training series that interacts with your front desk team. So it's like software. You play it on your computer, and it's full of videos, quizzes, and interactions to really help your front desk understand the 5 profit principles that they are responsible for at the front desk, like pre-booking, retail, additional services, gift cards, and referrals, and much more, like how to handle a difficult client or how to give a rock star salon tour. The third product is our front desk tracking system. This is a daily, weekly, and monthly tracking system that tracks the performance of your front desk team in these 5 different profit principles. Okay, so if you have them, please make sure you refer to them. I'll be sharing where to plug these things in during the series. Okay, now let's get to it. Let me explain to you where my passion comes from for developing this 3-part series. It was a plan of mine, but it really was fueled this week by American Salon Facebook. And what was interesting is that American Salon on their Facebook posted on February 1st, 2013, they said, from a reader, can you offer this salon owner advice? Here was the question. Do you have any recommendations for books that our receptionist can read or anything to help inspire her? The problem is that she lacks phone etiquette and isn't very professional. Okay, so that was what the person was wanting, some advice, and she was saying the problem is that she lacks phone etiquette and isn't very professional. Now listen, I started reading the comments back from people, and I won't mention the names of the people that did, give their input. And I know people were being authentic, but oh my gosh, when I read this, it was like a firing frenzy. So let me read to you some of the comments that were made. Now, up until today's recording, there has been almost 30 comments on this posting that American Salon did. If you want to take a look at it, go back to the timeline of February 1st, 2013. And maybe you want to add your own comments on there too. But I'm going to point to 5 different ones that came from people quick to point the finger at the front desk and just get her fired. So one simply says, fire her. That's the first and last thing clients see. If you don't have the personality for it, find a different career. The next one says, let her go. The third one says, if she lacks etiquette for others, chances are she lacks respect for herself. You can't teach people this. Either they have it or they don't. One of the fourth comments that I underlined here was, yeah, tell her to step up her game. It's all in the attitude. And if the receptionist isn't greeting people with a smile in person or on the phone booking appointments, well, then consider one that will. Tell this person to be grateful to work in such a place where human and emotional contact is inevitable, so might as well make it a good experience. Now, other people pointed the finger at the salon owner. One person simply says, if that person doesn't have phone skill, why did you hire her? Another person says, if your receptionist lacks phone etiquette and isn't very professional, she shouldn't have been hired. Customer service comes from the heart, not a book. Another person says, just because you own a business doesn't mean you know how to run a business well. This is a textbook case in which the owner knows not how or who to hire, let alone ask the right questions or have the ability to read people's mannerisms or body language. A book will not help the receptionist, nor is a better receptionist going to help the owner make better decisions. So it was really interesting to me, and these comments just got me so fired up because either people were quick to fire or quick to blame the owner for hiring the person and putting them on the team. Now, listen, as a salon success coach focusing on the front desk, I want to share with you that it's a little bit of both, but I don't like to quickly point fingers. I definitely want to help coach you in both of these areas. For salon owners, I really want to help you embrace what you need to know to hire a great qualified front desk professional, but then also give that person that you put on the team a running chance by offering them a great training program. I have to agree, some of us lack the skills of, how to ask the right questions in interview, but also sometimes we're just really quick to fire without really giving that person a chance and training them. So I'm fired up. I hope you will join me in listening to a few concepts that I have planned for this very short part one, the mission of the front desk. But that's where we're going to start. I want you to take out a pen and I want you to write this down. The mission of a great front desk is to support and grow the salon business and to support and grow the service provider's business by offering opportunities to the guest. So again, it's to support and grow the salon business and support and grow the service provider's business by offering opportunities to the guest. Now, that is a great mission statement, and I want to break that down so you fully understand it as salon owners. I believe if you fully understand this mission, you're going to do a better job at hiring great people to join your team and giving them the necessary tools in order to put these things into place. So I want you to circle some key words in there. I want you to circle the word support. Now, if we looked up the word support in the Webster's Dictionary, we would probably see that it is a word to help describe providing maybe a foundation for something or providing structure to support something, maybe to lift it up, to give it some help. That's an awesome word at the front desk if we truly understand what it's for. We're here at the front desk to provide a foundation and structure for customer care and sales for the salon. We're here to support and lift up and motivate the service providers. Yes, that's what your front desk does. And you need to start understanding that as a salon owner in order to have a great front desk team. The other word I'd like you to circle is the word grow. Now, again, if we took out Webster's Dictionary, you're going to see things like grow is to increase, make larger, make bigger. This is so important. As a front desk professional, we're here to grow the salon. How do we grow a salon, increase a salon? Well, we do that by sales. We need to have our training focused around growing the sales of the salon. There's only 3 main revenue streams that come into a salon: service sales, retail sales, and gift card sales. We need to punch in the morning and understand that our mission at the front desk is to grow the service sales today, to grow the retail sales today, to grow gift card sales today. And how do we do that? by offering. Now, what's an offering? An offering is simply asking the question or showcasing the specials that you have, asking a client if they'd like to enjoy other services today. So that's what we mean by offering opportunities to the guest. That is our mission. And if you guys have been hanging out with me in some of our other materials that we've created or at our workshops, you know that everything we talk about, every system we talk about from here on out will fall back on that foundation. And that's how I help make decisions on growing salons. If we're asking the front desk to do something, does it go back to our mission of supporting and growing the salon and service providers by offering opportunities to the client? If the answer is yes, then we're on track. If the answer is no, then it doesn't belong inside of the front desk training or inside of the mission of the front desk. Okay, so let's move on. I want to quickly talk to you about finding qualified front desk people. Now, with that statement, I know the first thing that comes up in a salon owner's mind is, where do I get the money to pay, quote unquote, qualified front desk people? Now, listen, a question that comes up often is, what do we start the front desk at? What do they go to in top maxing out in their salaries? And you know what? This is different from coast to coast. Geographic areas and what we can pay our employees are different. So I can't answer that in this recording. However, I will give you a guideline, and that is that the budget that salons have, big or small, is 5% of your sales gross per month for all the front desk team's salaries. So what gross is, just so you know, is it's your service sales plus your retail sales equals your salon monthly gross. What I want you to do is calculate that out for the last 3 months. So what was your service and retail sales for the last 3 months? What was your gross? Divide that by 3 months so you get your average, your trending average of the last 12 weeks. Once you have that number of your average gross for your salon, you're going to take that big number and you're going to times it on your calculator by 5%. Now, an easy way to do that, just so you know, is to just hit the percent key instead of the equals key. Then you don't have to move any decimals, just a little FYI there. But let me give you an example. If your salon grosses $40,000 a month in service plus retail, times 5% equals $2,000 you have for the month in order to pay your entire front desk team. If your salon does $60,000 times 5%, that would be $3,000 per month you have in salaries for the front desk. If you're a larger salon and you're doing $100,000 a month in service plus retail, that's 5% equals $5,000 you have to pay your front desk. That is everyone at the front desk. So first you start with budget. Now, those of you that have less than $40,000, maybe you're just new and you're only bringing in $20,000 a month, you still only have 5%, which might not be a lot of money. It might just be enough to cover a few hours where everyone else on the team is going to have to pitch in at the front desk. Smaller salons sometimes cannot have a full-time front desk person. Why? Because it's not in the budget. Okay? So that's where it always starts. Also, you need to hire people that have sales and customer care experience. I'm going to say that again. People need to have sales and customer care experience. Now, this means please do not hire your babysitter who's never had a job. Your babysitter is not the right person to give their first job to be the first impression of your salon. This is not the right person. Stop giving people their first job. Hire somebody that has had some experience. Now, I love people that, come from, maybe they were a waitress, or maybe they were a person that worked at Victoria's Secret. Maybe they worked at Bath and Body Works. I love this because they have some kind of training. They have some kind of experience inside of satisfying people in customer care, but also these different positions have sales goals. The next thing you need to do is be a great interviewer. ask questions that are interesting that will give you the information of how they're going to act behind the front desk. So here's a few of my favorites. So ask questions like, did your last employer run sales contests? Did you ever win? Did you have sales goals? Okay, these are really good questions. And in everything from TGI Fridays to Bath and Body Works, these people sometimes have sales goals, or the manager runs some kind of spiff for the day for whoever sells the most desserts, or whoever hits their forecasted goal amount for the day. These are places that have this. Now, I would then ask the question, in your opinion, what was the most unfair action your last employer did? This is a great question to ask because you want to find out where is that person's meter of judging something as unfair. And is this something that's going to actually be a system in your salon? So maybe they think that it was unfair that they gave them a goal to sell the most desserts. Well, we are going to have goals for the front desk. For those of you that hang out with me, you might already be on our goal system and you know that. For those of you that don't know about goals for the front desk, that's why you're in this series. I'm going to present those to you through these 3 parts. Let me give you a couple more interview questions. What did you like best about your customer service position? Ask them to expand on that. Here's another question. What did you like the least about the sales aspect of your position? I also love giving interactive exercises that role play or test the quick thinking and the actions of the person being interviewed. If you have our Front Desk Doctor 8-chapter manual and 8 CDs for owners, I want you to bring that down off the shelf. I want you to open it up to chapter number 2, and I want you to re-listen to that chapter. It's on hiring. In there, we have multiple interview questions, and there's also 2 interactive exercises that you'll do during the interview that test the sales ability of the person that you're interviewing and also test what I like to call their brave meter in approaching people. So these are 2 really good exercises that are in that kit. Again, I like people that come from Victoria's Secret, Bath and Body Works, The Limited, retail stores, and a lot of times you can scout people. You can be on the lookout for people that when you're a customer in those different places, you might even hand over your business card and let them know that you're a salon owner and that you're looking for people like them. Now listen, I don't believe in recruiting and stealing people from other businesses. I think that's just bad karma because you know what happens, what goes around comes around. And so I don't believe in stealing other people's employees, but I do believe in saying to that person, you know, if you're ever, you know, do you work full-time or part-time here? If they're working part-time, this opens up the opportunity to say, you know what, I'm a salon owner. If you're looking for more hours, I'm looking for people like you. So they might be able to supplement working both places and supplement their life a little bit better with more money. This is great because this gives you somebody that already has the experience and training and gives them an opportunity for a part-time position in your salon. However, I am a fan of not hiring for less than 20 hours at your front desk for your part-time positions because less than 20 hours is just not enough for someone to stay focused. When you hire somebody for just a few hours, you don't get somebody that can really get dipped into your systems and do a good job at them. So hiring part-time, don't hire anybody less than 20 hours if you can help it. Okay, let's see. The other thing that we talk about in the Front Desk Doctor Kit in the chapter of hiring is to always be on the lookout. No matter if you need a front desk person or not, always be on the lookout, always be giving your card out, always be taking resumes, always be interviewing. And this does a couple things. One, it's going to keep your current front desk team on their toes, right? Because they see you currently interviewing for their position. But you never know what's going to happen. This is the most transient position in our industry. And the reason is because we don't have a lot of money to pay for that position. So a qualified person might utilize you as a stepping stone until they get their degree in college. Now, listen, it's okay. I believe that we're going to keep people for maybe 6 months, a year, 2 years at this front desk. And we need to be okay with that because you guys don't have $60,000 to pay this position for a yearly position. These people are needing something more or better at some point in their life. We just need smart people that we can train fast, put on the team, and hopefully keep them for as long as we can. But, a year to 2 years is usually what we have our front desk team for. And it's okay. You just need to be able to be stocked with resumes and have a great training program from the first day they hire to get them ramped up fast in customer service and in sales. Okay, let's move on past the interview and let's go into training. So I am not a fan of shadow, do, and don't make mistakes. Now, this is the practice of a lot of salons, and this is why it goes sideways, and this is why we don't have quote-unquote qualified people on our team. They could be the most qualified person, but you didn't even give them a chance because you don't have the right training program. The training program of, hey, watch me, that do what I do, and by the way, don't make mistakes, is not a training program. You're not even giving that person a running chance at doing a great job at your salon. So I want you to create a training program that focuses on customer care and sales. You need to have a mapped out training program. You need to have a training program that focuses on the customer care charisma of that person. You need to have a training that gives them opportunities to approach the client so that they get their brave meter up real fast and they don't act shy behind the front desk or afraid to make those offerings. So you need a training program that really helps push them out of the nest on the first day inside of customer care charisma, and teach them to always use the client's name, and also teach them to handle chaos with a smile. This is important because chaos often happens throughout the day at the salon front desk. Your training program should also offer consistency. So the person being hired today, the person being hired in a few months, or the person being hired in 2 years follows the same training program. And we're following through by using those recommended scripts. We're checking them off when we see that that person has performed those scripts, like the phone greeting, information about the services, and pricing of the services in your salon. We need a training program that focuses on sales initiatives, how to and why it is important to pre-book the client, open the sale of retail when the guest walks in or over the phone, closing the retail sale effectively with a confident script, or confirming calls with offerings. Your training schedule should be day by day on the first week. You should have a mapped out first month of training that not only has your training, but also has quizzes, benchmarks of what they should have learned, and a checkoff system. I'm providing you with a chart that is an example of the first month's training. You will notice that inside of this first month training chart, that each week focuses on the CDs of the anatomy of a great front desk. You'll see the first week focuses on CD 1 and CD 2. These CDs have built-in quizzes and worksheets that they'll need to print out, complete, and hand back to their trainer. Now, whether your salon is big or small, I absolutely believe that everyone needs to understand the systems at the front desk. If you're working with an associate team, the associates that are working with someone on your team to eventually get a chair in your salon should go through a front desk internship. This training chart would be used by them as well, and then we would use them to fill in the hours that we need at the front desk. So the anatomy of a great front desk is not only for your front desk team to follow through with in their training, but all new team members, especially the associates that you may use to fill in at the front desk. Okay, the next segment that I'd like to take you through is tracking. Now, tracking is about measuring the performance of your front desk team. This tracking that I'm referring to is our front desk tracking system that allows your front desk to track their individual results on a daily basis. And then it goes into being added up in the weekly sheets. And then lastly is the summary in the monthly sheet that is given to the salon owner so they can quickly see a dashboard of how their front desk did. So the measuring of their performance is essential. This allows an individual or a team to know where they are going according to their goals every day and where they are on track hitting their goals. It allows the salon owner or leader to have a daily, weekly, and monthly dashboard of each front desk individual's achievements at the front desk in add-ons, gift cards, and referrals, and measures and sums up the accomplishments of the team in pre-booking and retail. You'll notice I gave you a link to go straight to the front desk tracking system where I've recorded a little mini video for you to take a look at. Now, this tracking system is awesome, but I highly recommend that you complement this tracking system with the anatomy of a great front desk so it fully makes sense to your front desk team members. One of the reasons why I love the daily front desk tracking system is because in the top portion for planning for your day at the front desk, it gives you a retail forecasting formula that helps you set the goal for today and how much retail you need to have come in by the end of the day. This is important for the front desk to know so that they can support and grow retail sales today. Now, if you're measuring your goal per client, that will work fine. Or if you have a retail to service percentage, the calculation is there for you as well. The bottom line is, if you want to grow retail and you want your front desk to help out with that, you need to give them daily goals. And these daily goals are going to fluctuate. So you need to provide some kind of forecasting system for them at the beginning of the day. Listen, salon owners, I can't tell you how important retail sales are. They're the second revenue stream inside of your salon. And if you don't have a business plan around retail every single month, you are going to just continue to be successful by accident or struggle inside of retail sales. If you really want to increase retail sales, get your front desk involved and start making a business plan as a salon owner around retail sales every single month. Oh my gosh, does 30 minutes fly by fast? I hope this first of 3 segments of the Front Desk 101 for salon owners and managers has been super helpful. Let me lead you now to your prescription for action, and I'm going to reference some homework in the 3 products that I mentioned earlier. Number 1, salon owners who have the Front Desk Doctor Kit, please take out that 8-chapter manual and the 8 audio CDs. I want you to re-listen to CD 1, 2, 3, and 4 over this week and next week. So put them in your car. And you're going to discover, again, the big why of profitability at your front desk, hiring, which has all of those incredible interviewing exercises and questions, a training regimen, and then the 4th chapter is on firing. So if this person isn't working out in 30 days, how do we let them go? And if you're tracking and measuring, it's a whole lot easier if we have that in front of us. Now, good news and bad news. The Front Desk Doctor Kit is on clearance. It's 50% off. We only have 26 of them left in stock the day that I've done this recording, and it will not be reproduced. So if this sounds interesting to you, I want you to get your hands on it right away. We will be creating another audio series for owners late 2013, 2014 that will focus more on hiring, training, firing, coaching, and mentoring. I would strongly recommend that if we're out by the time you take a look for the Front Desk Doctor Kit and you're listening to this, I want you to just send us an email and let us know that as soon as we come out with that next piece for salon owners that you would like to have us email you. But I would strongly recommend that if it's still in our clearance center when you listen to this, that you pick that up for half price. Okay, your second prescription for action. Salon owners who have the anatomy of a great front desk video training series. I want you to create a training chart for the anatomy and the 5 CDs that are in there. I want you to put down each team member that's on your team right now and make sure that they listen to all 5 CDs. So check off under their name each CD that they've listened to. Now listen, do not let people leave with these materials. Chances are you're not going to get them back or they're going to be damaged. The replacement cost to call us and ask for another set of these is very expensive. So have your front desk team listen, watch, and interact with CD number 1 and number 2 by next week. Schedule them 1 hour early or put them in your office and close the door. Just overlap their schedules so that they're not interrupted when they're taking this training. So by next week, have all of your existing team members re-listen to or watch CD 1 and CD 2 in the anatomy of a great front desk. This needs your computer so they can interact and print their quizzes. Okay, number 3, your prescription for action, the front desk tracking system. Print out the entire system. purchase a 3-ring binder. If you haven't used these sheets yet, just focus on the top third section of the daily sheet. Do this by next week. You'll notice that this is just about planning your day, the phone script, the sales seed, the promotions, the opportunities, and the retail forecasting. Get your team in action of just the top third section of the front desk tracking system. I'll be talking how to utilize the rest of the tracking system in part 2 and in part 3. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed part 1 and you've gotten some great tips. Up next in our next episode of Front Desk 101 is part 2 called First Impression Strategies. I'm going to be focusing on 5 areas of the salon first impression, how to wow your clients to increase retention, increase retail, and increase pre-booking. I'll be leading you through more of the products that I mentioned today, as well as a new customized in-salon workshop we've created called First Impression Workshop that's facilitated by our training team, our certified Crystal Focus trainers that come right to your salon. Okay, everybody, let's get into action. This is Coach Christy, otherwise known as the Front Desk Doctor, saying get focused, get crystal focused.